all 3 rubber sealing plugs. Unscrew all 14 crankcase tightening screws. Unscrew the neutral gear stop plug and remove with spring and ball. Reclamp the crankcase fastenings. Fasten the assembly bridge with installed clutch puller and spindle by means of 2 screws to the right side shell. Simultaneously, screw both spindles home to split the crankcase. Make sure not to tilt the shell. Draw back the selector arm and pull out the gearshift shaft. Remove the selector fork rod washer. Lift out the lay shaft circlip and remove sealing cap and sealing disc. Use a soft metal punch to tap out both transmission shafts and selector fork cam. Lift out the complete transmission assembly. Fit the protection sleeve on the crankshaft pin and install the clutch puller. Fasten the assembly bridge to the left side shell. Force out the crankshaft from its bearing seat. Support the crankshaft with one hand. Lift out all circlips from the left side shell. Remove the oil guide disc. Use a punch to tap out the oil seal. Lift out the circlip from the right side shell and remove the oil seal. Dismount the circlip and oil guide disc. Use suitable punches to tap out the ball bearings from the heated up right side shell. Complete the pulling spindle and insert into the bearing. Install the assembly bridge and tighten the puller spindle into the spreading sleeve. Turn the nut and pull out the bearing 6203. Remove the bearing from the meanwhile heated up left side shell. Use the ball bearing puller to slide remaining ball bearings from the crankshaft. Dismantling of transmission assembly. The transmission assembly consists of selector cam, selector fork rod with washers and selector forks, main shaft and lay shaft. The first gear pinion on the lay shaft runs on 24 bearing needles. Remove the sliding pinion for first and third gears. Between the third and second gear pinion, a spacer is installed. The fifth gear pinion on the main shaft runs on 24 bearing needles as well. Remove the fourth and fifth gear sliding pinion. Dismount the fourth gear pinion. Finally, examine all transmission components for signs of wear. Check the selector forks for absolute rectangularity to the selector fork rod. Examine all selector forks for signs of bluing or wear. The 3-degree angles machined on both sides of the dogs should not be rounded off. Make sure the lay shaft lubrication bore for the third gear pinion and the second gear pinion is absolutely free.